Hi guys, I've been asked by a few people to share how I store my sequins, and I'm actually just about to change how I store them. So I thought I'd show you how I have been storing them up until now, and then I'm going to try out another method of storing, and I don't know if it's going to work for me or not, but I'm going to try it out anyways. But that's going to be a bit of a surprise for the end of this video. So this is how I have been storing it. This is my grandmother's old sugar bowl. It's actually my mom's grandmother's sugar bowl, and I've been, just for lack of a better way of storing them, I keep them in this. So I have a bunch of different sized whites, and so I've got the bigger size white and the smaller size white, and I also have translucent. So I'll show you a handful of those. I got those at a little craft store in downtown Halifax, and oops, there's a little orange in there too. So because there were 3 packages of them, and that's the most I've ever bought of, I've actually never bought sequins other than these 3 packages. And so that is the most of any one kind of sequin or 3 kinds of sequins that I have. So I just put those in the bottom and they stay there. And then all these other sequins that I have are sequins that I didn't directly buy. I mean, I paid for some of them, but they are ones that came in kits, or people gave them to me, or a couple of them I bought on, I think I got this on Etsy, so yeah. I've got like the snowflake ones and little neon sets. I think Craft & Kate sent me these, and these are from Studio Calico. They came in a kit. It's just a little color combo that went with one of their collections. More than I bought on Etsy, just little tiny amounts. And then some more that somebody sent me, and some stars that came in a kit. And then these are all little, this, and this, and I think I've given away all my other ones. These came in a kit too. These are little color combinations of sequins that have come in Scraptastic kits. So I just kind of keep them all in here, and I've got, like, these are some of those big ones that came in some Studio Calico kits way back in the day, and then some other special shaped sequins, more shaped sequins, and I just have been keeping them in these little baggies. Most of them came in these baggies already, but those that didn't come in baggies, I just grabbed a little baggie. And I've been kind of storing them just like this, and then I just root through them. But for the most part, I use whatever sequins are just out already from the kit that I have the most recently. So for example, the This Life Noted kit always comes with a little packet of sequins, and so this is the May packet of sequins. And so I will draw from these sequins for this entire month, unless if there's a color in this kit that I need for a sequin that isn't in this, I will draw from this for both pocketed scrapbooking and regular scrapbooking if I need any sequins. So that's what I usually do. And then I also keep a little assortment of things that I might want to use. Some of these are really quite old, and some of them are just kind of special things that I want to make sure I use, like these little butterfly pins, and I've got some little resin flowers that Brittany sent me, and some little shaped sequins and stuff like that. So usually if there's something that I'm missing in the pocket that I'm using this month, I can usually find it in this little pile right here. So that's how I've been storing my sequins. I'll show you my next strategy for storing them, and I will wait a little while to put this video together so that I can have a sense of whether the new storage method really works for me, or if it's a bit of a dud. So I'll share that with you next. Hi guys, it's actually been a while since I started this video. I think it's been a week or maybe even more, and I just wanted to come back and give you an update on what I did with my sequin storage. So what I did was I used these glass mini bottles, which I found at my local Dollarama, and they come in sets of 6 for $1, and I bought a whole bunch of them. These bottles are perfect and awesome for storing sequins in. I will get a couple and show you. So I did a couple of different things. One is these are the little collections of sequins that we get in our Scraptastic kits. And so every month we get in the Scraptastic This Life Noted kit, this is the kit for May, we get a little assortment of sequins that coordinate with the kit. Sometimes there are many colors, and sometimes there are just a few colors. They're always kind of coordinated to match with the colors that are in the kit. And so this particular month there were lots of of pastels and blues and pinks and oranges. They were really pretty. So I really like how these sequins look together with one another. So I didn't want to necessarily separate them out by color. So if I want to use some of these, I can just kind of, it's really full, so they don't come out all that awesome, but you know, I can just kind of keep on shaking until I find the ones that I want to use, or I might just want to use a random assortment of them, in which case I'll just take what I get and use them. So, so I'm really pleased with how this storage solution for sequins is working out for me. So I have some of them in these multicolored collections in jars, and then others I have actually sorted out into their colors, just because I had so many of certain colors that I just wanted to kind of keep them separate, just in case I want to use, you know, a green sequin or an orange sequin. So I have these colors sorted out. I have kind of, these are reds and oranges. This one is neutrals, like silver and black and gray. This one is all greens and greenish yellow. And then these are all blues. And then I put pinks and purples together just because I have more pinks than purples, and I didn't want to have a tiny little jar with just a couple of purple in the bottom. And then I also had a package of, this is the Atlantic collection from Studio Calico. This is the sequins that go with those. And I'm not completely sure. I always thought that this was a really random collection of sequins. What I love about it is the wood grain sequins. Love those. But I'm not a huge fan of this combination, unless if I'm using the Atlantic collection with it, then it kind of makes sense because these colors are all in the collection. But anyhow, I might someday separate this out into its elements, but for now I left it. Another one that I just wanted to show you guys that I really love is I took all of my all of my neon sequins and put them all in one jar as well. So I love, love, love these. Love. And then I also took all of my white, and these actually filled 3 vials. Vials, is that what I'm gonna call these? 3 jars, that sounds kind of like vials of blood. It filled 3 jars, all of the white and see-through ones that I have in the different sizes, because I had a package just of all of those. So the one thing that I wanted to show you guys is that these jars are conveniently sized exactly so that they fit a little square baggie of sequins from Scraptastic. So for those of you who do subscribe to the Scraptastic This Life Noted kit, you might love this idea, because these are going to fit right in this bottle, or almost fit. They've always fit for me. Now I find it easiest to get them in the jar by putting them in your hand first and then just kind of shaking them in. Just like that. I thought it would be really hard to get these sequins in these jars. I imagined myself picking them up and putting them in, and that's why I wanted to try it out before I shared it with you guys, because I thought if that's what it's going to be, forget it. It's not going to be a good idea. And then what I do is I just kind of tap it to get them as kind of compressed in there as possible so I can fit them all in. And so here's the last little bunch of them. There are a few more, but I'm not gonna be terribly nitpicky on the camera about getting every single one in and out of the bag. But the last couple are more staticky from being in the bag. Anyhow, I can get the last ones in off camera, but that is how the collection looks. This is a collection of sequins that I got on Etsy, and look at these colors. It's kind of like mermaid blue and green, and then these bright orange ones are thrown in there, and a pink, and there's some yellow. They're like some of the prettiest sequins that I have. One of my favorite color combinations of sequins. They're just so bright and colorful, just rich, rich colors. Love, love, love these. Storage solution does not provide me with an option for storing these larger shaped sequins like these ones that Came in a Studio Calico kit from a couple of years ago. These butterfly ones that you could buy, I forget where. And these other ones, like these shaped, I bought these on Etsy, these shaped snowflake ones. They just won't fit inside of the vials. So for now, I'm just storing these in this same sugar bowl that I used to store all of my other sequins in. It certainly is easier to see what I have. I don't use these all that often, so I just kind of leave it up on my shelf. But whenever I go to the craft store, I will be on the lookout for similar jars to these. I'm pretty sure that these come in different sizes and widths and stuff. It's just my dollar store only had these, so I'm going to be on the lookout for other sizes and shapes so that I might be able to get just a couple more to keep my shaped sequins in. That's what they look like all lined up in a row. I just love how you can see all the beautiful color combinations inside of the jars. And here they are on my Making Memories embellishment shelf. So I just thought I'd pass along this tip for one way to store sequins that seems to be working for me so far. I really love it, and one of the things I love the most about it is that not only are these jars really cute, but they look really cute out on my little shelf, which I'll insert the pictures at the end, and they also are really easy for me to remember that I have them and to be able to see what colors I might want to use on a layout. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a great week.